Hey guys, today we're gonna continue the tutorial. We are in the episode number 10. So today we're gonna start to work more about in the back end about doing the user stuff like authentication and build a JWT passport strategy. So right now I'm gonna show you the plan of this tutorial. We're gonna update the dependency. We're gonna update the script on the package.json. I'm gonna show you the new Babel.rc file we're gonna have, and I'm gonna create with you the passport jwt strategy. And finally, we're gonna just test it in the user stuff. In the two next episodes, we're gonna do the Facebook out and the Google out in the backend, and after that, we're gonna go back in the mobile. So don't lose time. We're gonna jump right now inside the package.json, and we're gonna delete some stuff here we don't need anymore. First thing, I'm gonna delete here a lot of stuff. Babel polyfill, Babel preset stage 0. Why? Because we're gonna use another way to build a project. What we can do, it's this way here. I'm gonna do yarn remove, and I'm gonna paste the name Babel polyfill, Babel preset ES 2015, and Babel stage 0. So I do this because now we're gonna set up the project, the Babel stuff, to compile everything to be able to already go in production. So that's gonna be almost like if you come from a front-end React, it's like Webpack. So they're gonna compile inside of this folder, and we're gonna use it. And I think I forget to remove the Babel register. Sorry, we're gonna remove it. Perfect. After that, I'm gonna run yarn upgrade. So we're gonna upgrade every package we already have. I think, did I run? Okay, here I get some. I think I forget to do yarn upgrade interactive. Sorry. So here we're gonna upgrade Mongoose, and now I think my ESLint don't change, but we're gonna add it. So yarn add /d ESLint config equimper. So that's the last episode on the front end. We added ESLint, and now we're gonna already install some other dev dependency. We're gonna install Babel preset env. So this is a way to have the Babel finally we need. I'm gonna do Babel plugin transform object res and spread. So finally, I'm gonna just add what we need. So Babel preset env is gonna give us what we need. So they're gonna check the environment we have, and Babel plugin transform object and res spread is just for make the Babel working with res operator and spread. We're gonna delete everything inside the Babel RC, and we're gonna create here another setup preset inside curly bracket right there. And we're gonna open an array. We're gonna open a square bracket here. We're gonna put some config inside the curly bracket here. So inside the object, I'm gonna say target. So we're gonna target the version of the node we use right now, and I think I'm using version 7.9. Yep. So if you do node-v, I get 7.9. So I'm gonna target it. So I'm gonna do node and 7.9. Perfect. After that, right there, I'm gonna add plugins, and I'm gonna add an array again with again a square bracket, transform object res spread, and we're gonna put here some configuration, use built-ins to be true, like that. Perfect. Now inside the package.json, we're gonna update the script of when we start the stuff. First thing I'm gonna add inside dev dependency rem raf. This is for delete. It's like if you use Mac, this is the rmrf command, but if you use a Windows, that's gonna be helpful. Here, I'm gonna create a build that watch command. This one, what's gonna do? It's gonna make Babel watch. We're gonna create a directory dist like that. So directory this like this, and we're gonna build the source folder. So we're gonna change the name server to be source, and now I can get rid of index.js because now Babel gonna compile everything from source. Perfect. After that, my node here gonna take it from the disk folder. So we're gonna create a disk folder with that. So now if I run it inside my command, I'm gonna run yarn build watch. So if everything is working, now I get, oh, I make a typo inside my Babel RC. It's transformed. Yep. I'm gonna rerun. And now everything is compiling, and now I have everything inside my disk folder, and now you see I get everything coming from ES6, ES7 inside ES5. So now it can work for like when you're gonna push to maybe EC2, AWS, everything like that. Perfect. So now we get that. After that, I'm gonna run a clean command, and this one, what's gonna do? That's gonna be rimwrap this. So that's gonna just delete finally the disk folder when we run yarn run clean. After that, I'm gonna have my lint, so like we have in the last episode. That's gonna be ESLint C. So if I run yarn lint, I'm gonna surely have a lot of error because I changed some of my ESLint stuff. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna create lint fix ESLint -fix C. And now if I run yarn lint fix, we're gonna have some error here. Here category we don't need anymore, so I'm gonna just uncomment this one. Perfect. After that, here I have some no console. So what I'm gonna do, it's if you have a Visual Studio Code, you can do command and click. So that's why I'm jumping there. Here I'm gonna add ESLint disable no console. So that's gonna let me able to have the console error. Just to showing you, if I do this, now I'm gonna have only one error. Perfect. I'm gonna copy paste this line, and I'm gonna paste it right inside my DB here. In the same time, because I'm here, I'm gonna set up now my Mongoose set to be in debug mode, because that's gonna be easier for us in the future already. So that's gonna let us to see everything from MongoDB. So now if I run yarn dev, now you're gonna see I'm gonna get everything about Mongoose right there. Perfect, this thing is done. If I run lint, I'm gonna have no error. Perfect. Now we can start to jump on the code. So now we're gonna add stuff here, some dependency. We're gonna add passport and passport-jwt and JSON web token. So today we're gonna just set up the passport strategy like that. So what I'm gonna do there, just for today, we're gonna not for today, but we're gonna create user folder inside a module. I'm gonna create a model.js. The model.js for this one gonna be really easy. It's gonna be only just for now because I just want to show you like the jwt. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna close it there. Import mongoose from import mongoose, comma, curly bracket schema. I'm gonna be structuring schema from mongoose. After that, here I'm gonna create a user schema from with a new schema. And just for today, I'm gonna have only an email which is gonna be a string, nothing more. Don't worry, that's not gonna be just what we're gonna have. In the next episode, we're gonna have Facebook, and the next one gonna be Google, and gonna be much better and much secure. So here I'm gonna have user and user schema. That's it, like that. So now we have the user schema. After that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create my controller, JS, and I'm gonna create finally my user. So I'm gonna import user from model. I'm gonna do export cons. Right now we're gonna already create it for the next episode. So out with out 0. That's gonna be an async function with a rec, oops, in the space here, and a res. And what we're gonna do there is I'm gonna say cons args just for now equal rec.body. And here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a try, and a catch. If I have an error, I'm gonna return a res.status 400 with JSON object here of error true and error message of something wrong with out, just like that. And the try here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say const user equal user await user.create, and I'm gonna just put my args in it, and finally I'm gonna return res.status 200 with a JSON object with user. That's it, just for now. I'm gonna create my route.js. In this route, I'm gonna do import router from Express. After that here, I'm gonna import everything as a user controller, so like we did on the other tutorial. So I get everything gonna be with a user controller, like the object of everything. Const route equal new router. And now here I'm gonna do route.post. So yes, this is a post. User.out 0, and we're gonna pass user controller then logging with out. Perfect. And now here I'm gonna export default my route. So now I just set up my basic stuff here with the route. So now here what I'm gonna do, it's inside my user, I'm gonna have an index. I'm gonna say import user route from route, and I'm gonna say export user route. And now inside my index, right there inside everything, I'm gonna export everything from user. And finally, inside my index here, I'm gonna import user route, and I'm gonna add it right there at the end of my array of my API. So now I should be able to create a user on localhost out, not v1 but localhost API user.out 0, and I can have a body of email, and I'm gonna say test.gmail.com. And now I get back my user, but now it's I have like no security at all. So now time to work with jwt. For the one who don't know jwt, it's a way to finally you're gonna encode. You're gonna have an encode version of your payload here. So finally you create a token with a payload you want to get it, and the only way to decode it is with a code. So if you have the code, you're gonna receive it. If you don't have, you're gonna receive finally nothing. So the only way to decode this kind of token, you need to have the secret and do the conversion. And this is already do with the JSON web token we did. So now what I'm gonna do is inside my config here, I'm gonna create a config file here. I'm gonna say const dev config, so just for the dev right now, and I'm gonna say db URL mongodb localhost meetup dev, and I'm gonna say jwt secret, and for now the secret gonna be whatever you want, so like that. And here for now, just for now, I'm gonna say export default dev config. I create this here just because here in the future we can have like a test config and a production config, so we can import everything from there. Now what we can do is we can jump on the middleware here. I'm gonna import passport from passport. So this is how you set up passport. You need to initialize it first. So here I'm gonna do app.use passport.initialize, like that. So inside my middleware. After that, inside my db config, now what I can do is I can go there, import config from config.js, and now right there I'm gonna delete all this connect here. I'm gonna make config.db URL. And now if everything is working, yeah, nothing has changed. Perfect, we have everything. And now inside my Meetup dev, I have my collection. Perfect. Now time to work with the JWT. Inside user, we're gonna create a util folder. Inside the util folder, inside the user, it's just what we're gonna put about helper about the user. So the first one we're gonna create, it's gonna be the passport.js. So the passport configuration. Now we're gonna have some good code to write. So we're gonna import passport from passport. After that, here I'm gonna import from passport-jwt. I'm gonna import two things. One gonna be strategy as jwt strategy. So finally, I don't want to keep the name strategy because if I have any other strategy in the future, that's gonna be like not really good. So that's why here you can alias the thing. So alias with the as. And here I'm gonna use extract jwt. So that I'm gonna import my user model from model right there. And I'm gonna import config from what we just create, config and config.js. Perfect. After that, here we're gonna work with the jwt strategy. I'm gonna create first thing my jwt option. So what I need to have here, I'm gonna just say that's gonna be where we're gonna tell passport to take the jwt token from the passport to take the jwt token from the authorization headers. So we're gonna put authorization header inside Axos in the front end, and this is where we're gonna put the jwt. So here we can have a key with jwt from request, and this one gonna be extract jwt from out headers authorization, like that. After that, I'm gonna have secret or key, and that's gonna be not the key we just create together, jwt secret. So that here I'm gonna create jwt strategy equal new jwt strategy. So it take two arguments. The first one it's the strategy option, so jwt up, and the second one that's going to be like the callback. So here that's going to be an async function with a payload, and finally the done callback. Here I'm going to have a try and a catch. The catch here with the error going to just return done with error and false, so no user. Here I'm going to do const user equal await user that find by ID, and now that's going to be payload.id, where it's coming this payload. So this payload going to be like this kind of stuff here. So I'm going to save inside my token an ID here inside the object, and that's going to be what I'm going to have. So now here, if I have a user, oops, I'm going to return the callback with no error and the user. If I have no error, so if not return, but if I have no error, I'm gonna return done with null, but with no user. Because here, if I have a user, I'm returning the user. If not, I'm return done with false. So the user don't exist. And here we finally finish with use jwt strategy. So passport gonna use jwt strategy. Perfect. So this thing now it's working. After that, here I'm gonna create another util called create token.js. So this function gonna create the token for us. So we're gonna say import jwt for JSON web token. I'm gonna import again my config file from my config folder config file, and here I'm gonna do export const create token equal args, and this one that's gonna be a function we're gonna just return. So because I do an arrow function, and this is like for the same line, I don't need to return ID. So this is my payload. It's going to be equal to args.id, args._id. I don't like underscore ID, so that's why I'm getting like another kind of way here. And now here I'm going to say config. So this is the second argument. It's you pass your secret. So I'm going to save the token I create. The way to decode it, it's with this secret. And passport going to decrypt this thing here with, again, the same secret. So that's how we're going to work it. Perfect. So now what we can do is we're gonna jump again on the controller here, and now what I'm gonna do, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump on my source A, and I'm gonna create another folder called util. So this This util here, it's below the user, so it's everything about the user. Here, the config, here, the new util, it's on source, so everyone can use it, like every module need it. So this one gonna call require jwt-auth.js. This one is gonna be a function with passport from passport, and I'm gonna import here what we just create with passport. So just like that. So this is the passport that you use. And now here I'm going to do export const require jwt-auth. And now this one going to be passport that authenticate jwt session, no session, we don't want it. So we're going to put it as false. So now this middleware we just create finally, I can use it on some route. So now here, example, not there, but here, if I do meetup get all, what I'm gonna get, it's an array of an empty meetup and at 200 OK. So this is what I want you to see, it's 200 OK. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump on meetup, I'm gonna go to route. Here I'm gonna import require from jwt-auth, util, require jwt-auth, and now I'm gonna put it right there inside the get, like that. So if I do this and I send my request now, I'm gonna get unitarized. For one, I have no JWT, I cannot have access to my meetup. So now we put some security in the application, but now all can continue to have access. Should be a good idea to when I sign up or log in, I should receive now the token. So now this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump inside the user. I'm gonna go inside the controller, and we're gonna just make it create the JWT finally. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do import create token, so the function we just created for create a token, from util and create token. And here now finally I'm gonna do token. So here that's gonna be success to be true first. Token gonna be equal backtip JWT. Why? Passport JWT has to have to use it. So for the one who don't know, I didn't pass time on it. Passport is a way to make authentication with Node.js. Passport JWT, it's a strategy. So it's a way to handle your authentication. In the next episode, we're gonna use local strategy. This is a way to have like your email and password and everything you want. So that's why you have some passport JWT here, and this is the passport JWT stuff. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the link in the description, in the README on my project. So here that's going to be the passport JWT as a token to have the JWT in front of the token finally. So here what I'm going to say is create token inside curly bracket, create token, and now here what I'm going to say is I'm going to pass my user. So the user we just create, I'm going to pass to the create token. And now if everything is working now, I'm gonna get something wrong with authentication. I get a bad request. Create token. Yeah, I think I get it right there. So now what happened? Something wrong with auth. Okay, so now I'm gonna console log my E. So for my error, and now if I send, what I got, it's duplicate key. Okay, meetup dev. Okay, so we just have finally the same kind of email. So now I'm gonna just maybe change the email, and now I get it. So now I get a JWT token right there. So now, okay, yes, I have the JWT, but now here I still have unitarized. How can I have access to my route finally? So now what you need to do, it's copy and paste this token. So right there, I'm going to copy paste this token. I'm going to go to another get all meetup. Again, I'm unauthorized, but now here inside my headers, I'm going to put authorization, and I'm going to pass my token. If I do this and I send, now you see, I get a 200 OK. So now with this token, I have access to that. If I don't have it, so if I have, again, this, if I have this get all, so HTTP, so I'm going to just copy paste this thing here without the token, so I have no headers. I send unitarize, I have JWT right there. So now my app, it's working with authentication with the JWT, so we can use it in the React Native application in the future. Now the only thing we need to finish for now, we need to remove the this folder from GitHub. We don't want to push it on the repo. And that's going to be done for today. So what we learned today was Babel to build a folder for production. We seen some new package like what Babel preset env do. So for the one who don't know, it's like this thing here. It's for automatically determine which kind of Babel plugin in polyfill you need. And we learned that now we can log with the jwt. We learned some stuff about jwt and why middleware can be really helpful with authentication when you want to block a route. So I hope you like it. So please subscribe if you like it. Click the like button, and we see you later. Bye.